Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing alright. I feel like Joe Rogan's like not in agreement with how I'm choosing to handle this Jake situation, and just in general my way of, I guess, fighting with people. Even though I don't want to fight with anybody, I really don't. I want to just get this good work done and fight this foe that's against all humanity. But the issue is there's large amounts of humanity that are actually against humanity, and a lot of the reason why it is that way is because of people like Jake Paul. And Joe Rogan has done a lot for humanity. He really has. As I've said before, I'm gonna say it again. I truly believe his podcast has saved lives, and it continues to save lives. Um, However, if we were to take Joe's way of approach and dealing with the world, and like it wouldn't get solved. Like the problems would not get solved. And so at the end of the day, like I need to be, I'm open to advice from these people, but you know, sometimes you got to get your fucking hands dirty, dog. Like you got to get involved. Like this fighting thing. That's why I'm talking about wearing gloves, like talking shit about. Like I'm more about sparring too, but it's gonna turn like the level of emotion. Like I read that shit. Like this is a way for men to bond. Like we as men don't really. There's a lot of fuckery going around. There's a lot of people using other men. There's a lot of trickery. There's a lot of lying. There's a lot of behind the back shit. A lot of deceit. To me, like fighting face to face, man on man, mano a mano, fucking getting in a cage, like that's when shit gets real. It's a good time to talk. And a lot of times when you fight and shit, like it opens people up, it can break bonds, it can bring people together. Like that's the intent. It isn't to separate people or to destroy things. It's actually to help bring people together. Like I would love to work on this with Jake, and for a little bit there, it seemed like he was supportive of this. That's why to hear what I heard yesterday in the spirit, and then to see him doing what the fuck he's doing, it's just nah, dog. Enough is enough, bro. Like, you and Mike Tyson bummed the whole world out. Like I called that shit out before it even happened, and it ended up being lamer than I could have even imagined. I mean, we were all like depressed, but we didn't want to say anything because it's Mike Tyson. That's the only reason. Everybody was like, Jake Paul, the fuck. I mean, I shouldn't speak for other people, but that's how I felt. But because it was Mike Tyson, a lot of the world was very kind to him and how that went down. But we can all fucking know, he took fucking money. It wasn't a fight. That was not a fight. Um, so I mean, so it's like that happened, and then now you're doing this type of shit. And there are kids still continuing to fucking die. And it's like every day we choose not to help them out and continue to perpetuate more of this bullshit out here. Is another day that we get weaker and they get stronger. And so it's like I will continue to the last until I can't speak fucking no more on fighting against this shit because it's wrong. And what Jake's doing is wrong. And what he's doing isn't even making him happy. That motherfucker's hurting inside. I bet my life on it. He's hurting inside. There's no way a really happy motherfucker comes out here like who's really content with their life and like they're doing something that's good, like they're in alignment with their heart. Now he might be happy because I don't think he's really happy. I think it's more like an instant gratification happy, more like how a drug addict is happy. Because like when you're really in a good spot, like you're really like in alignment with something good in your life, and good has a requirement to it. Like you're not gonna do shit like that. You're not gonna go and like do mocking videos about fighting and a hot dog and send me fucked up shit in the spirit, and like I mean, having millions of dollars and knowing there's kids fucking starving to death and being aware of that shit, as well as the pedophile rings all around the country, like, you can't help but care for those things as you develop heart, as you develop a connection with your heart. That type of stuff just comes out of you. At least for me, it does. And so, and because he's a human too, I'm assuming that some things that go with me have got to also go along with him. Like we both like, anyway, so. That's my intention here, is to fucking help change the trajectory and the mindset of humanity, because the way y'all are thinking is fucked up. And a lot of people are out here sick, and I've been sick myself, and I'm still dealing with my sickness, but I'm at least aware of my sickness, and I at least have whatever I have in me, it is able to change. Like I am able to go from one trajectory to another trajectory, and now I'm choosing to go towards a harmonious trajectory for everybody and everything. And it's like that's the mentality we all need to share. It's not like, oh, this is just what I want and it's good just because I want it. No, this is what helps us survive. This is what helps us be victorious. This is what helps us grow in a good way. So again, man, this is why like I don't want to fight with anybody, but I think this is what's gonna help bring the warriors together in a good way. So, all right.